Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is just me today. Today I'm going to be talking about the secret to creating great content. It's a bit of an enigma, particularly lately. What do the algorithms want? What do people want? And really, it comes down to being organized and to creating your content with intention. And there are three main questions that you need to ask yourself before creating your content that are really going to put it in perspective for you and to make sure that the content that you are creating is the best content that you can possibly deliver for your audience. So before we get into the questions, they all essentially revolve around content categories or pillars. So that is something that we've talked about on the channel a bunch. We're gonna pop a video up there where we touch on it. Now, we've never really done a proper deep dive. So if you would like us to do that, let us know in the comments and we'll do another video, like one of these quick tip videos where we can explain it a little bit more. So once you have determined your content categories, which is essentially what you're gonna be posting about, if you're gonna approach your Instagram account or any of your social really, and you're not sure exactly what you're going to post as far as what do you post about. So for example, if you're a real estate account, you're gonna be posting new listings, sold listings, tips maybe in a carousel form, design inspiration for interiors and probably exterior as well, things like that. So if you know that this is what I post, then you can look at those content pillars and then you can begin to formulate the actual content that you're going to create based on those. It's going to make your life a ton easier. Now, getting into the questions that you need to ask yourself specifically about the content that you're making. The first question is, how does this content serve my brand? So, it's very easy to just want to put something together and throw it out for the sake of it, using the old excuse that, people have goldfish memories, it's content, it'll be gone in a flash, so it doesn't really matter. But the idea would be to put out the best content that you can do, that you can make, that you can create at all times, because you want to give every shot at goal that you can has to be the best possible shot that you can do, that you can put out at any given time. So rather than kind of rushing it, if you're able to think, well, what does this do for my brand, or how does it serve my brand, you're going to be able to think a little more critically about that piece of content and bring it back home to deliver what the intent of your social media profiles was created to do. The idea is that you'll be delivering value at all times. So essentially, value trickles through all of these questions and every piece of content you're going to create, whatever that value is. We talk about it here all the time. As long as the posts are entertaining, inspirational, or educational, those are the three things that you always want to make sure that at least one of those boxes is checked with any piece of content. So if you think about how it serves your brand, you want to make sure it's delivering value for the followers, but also delivering value for you, for your brand. If you're going to put it out there, what's it going to do for you? You don't want to be mindlessly posting, and to not even really understand what the outcome of that post could be. You want to make sure that anything you put out there is going to come back to you, of course, and come back to your followers and potential clients or customers. Really think about how a piece of content serves your brand, even under those content categories that you've already predetermined, just to make sure that you're not wasting your time and you're not wasting the time of anybody following you or seeing your content. The second question, does it add value to my followers' feeds? Now, I just touched on value before, but this is really specifically about the followers. Basically, every business or every brand should consider themselves some sort of creator or content creator. It's super important in the nature of where social media has gone. Beforehand, it was just a place to throw stuff out there, but now you really have to craft value. Or why are people going to come back to your profile? Why are they going to follow you? Delivering value is the best possible thing you can do. When we started putting out tips on high season, once again, we're a social media agency. We don't have to do this, but it's great. We enjoy it. People get value out of it. And then that value that we've delivered has come back to us in many different ways. And whilst that wasn't the intention behind it, it made it extra worthwhile. When you're seeing these new revenue streams that you're creating from the content, it feels great. And it makes you go and want to put more content out and better content out that delivers more value. It never hurts to have the most valuable piece of content out there. If it helps people, get further in their business, in social, grow followers, grow engagement, get new clients and customers, that's amazing. That's incredible. We've also said this before, the amount of joy that brings us is insane. We never really thought that that's how it would feel to get those responses and to see your comments. You guys are amazing. It's so cool for us. So you can feel that same thing too by putting out valuable content, bringing people back. So even if you're selling a product, you can, like if you're in the beauty industry, for example, you could give tips on skincare or rest or hydration or anything like that delivers value for people. And then they're not just going to come back to your account thinking you're just going to try and sell them things. They're going to come back and they're going to follow because they know that they're going to get value from that account. So if you think of your followers first, what are they going to get when they see that? That can really help you craft great content. And the third question that you want to ask yourself about how to create great content is, does this align with the objectives of my business? So the first question was about how it aligns with your brand, and this is more about the objectives of your business. So once again, if you're coming back to creating content and the reasoning behind it, if your primary motivation, like if you don't really care about creating a community, that's okay. Technically, that's what social media is for, but if you want to use it more as an e-commerce platform, that's also okay. You will end up creating a community around it because there's kind of no way around it, even if that's not your intention. But making sure that whatever you're doing aligns with the objectives of your brand is super important, or the business itself. So once again, if it's an e-commerce, if you're trying to sell products and push traffic to selling products, then you got to make sure that the content does that, whether that's through CTAs to hit a link in the bio to then take them to the website, or the special deal. Right now I'm filming this in the middle of Cyber Monday week. So if that's your objective, then you would have a bunch of sales. You'd send people to the sale page. You would have a lot of stories about that. You'd have highlights about that. You would really push that message through your content, and that would make sure that the content has to be great in order to convince people to click another link and to get through to your website, and also to fight through the noise. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my inbox is blasted right now, full of deals, Black Friday, and 2-3 times a day from some brands. It gets a lot. So to try and actually break through that noise is kind of tough. So definitely consider that when you're making your content, how it aligns with your business objectives. That can really help make the best content that you can possibly make. Now, something else, if you are watching right now, we had a very special launch over Black Friday for high season, something we've never done before. I won't say too much here because we're going to speak about it on another video, but I would highly encourage you to go to highseasonco.com and sign up for our newsletter, because only the folks on the newsletter are getting access to this special launch right now until we blast it out across social and YouTube. So definitely go and do that. But thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, smash the thumbs up, hit subscribe below, and hit the notification bell so you are alerted about all the new videos. We are really focused on pushing out content now. We have the whole team behind us, so it's been great. Make sure you follow us everywhere at High Season Co, and check out the website, of course, and sign up for that newsletter at highseasonco.com. Until next time, peace.